Zondani, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. In today's video, we are, of course, talking about Hunter's Guild Red Hood, Chapter 8. And it's honestly a bit sad to see that there are currently 2 chapters that you are unable to read unless you purchase the app or whatever. Basically, you have to have a subscription in order to read them, sadly. But anyways, back to this chapter. Chapter 8. Like I said, this was an interesting chapter. Basically continuing the this arc, which honestly I feel like this arc should have been longer because if you actually think about it, in any other series, this arc would have been extremely long, doing a lot more training and stuff like that, but it actually makes sense that this series didn't actually do that much with it. To honestly think about it, Red Hood had a very, very short arc. This was not, they're basically just doing tasks. They weren't training themselves. They weren't fighting monsters and all that stuff. They were just building up muscle and stuff like that. It was actually a bit interesting, to say the least. But yeah. Now, the question that I am thinking right now is, what exactly was the point of this chapter? Because really the only thing that happens is right at the end we get the reveal of what the test for the disembarkment is going to be, and how exactly they have to fight in order to get off the ship. And honestly, that might be a few chapters. Because this is a bit insane. Basically, we get to meet a few new... so, basically, we get to see in this moment just how screwed they are. They specifically call this game Cops and Robbers. And basically, they have to run around making within this giant fortress in order to escape the cops, who are 2 of the most powerful people in the entire place. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Oh boy, here's the thing. I do not think that Grimm, under any circumstances, would ever go easy on somebody. Be it however she sees it, be it the fact that she sees these 3 kids that we've been hanging out with for a while, Milty, Tilty, and Bello. If she sees them, even if she sees them as her children to a certain degree, yeah, no, she's not pulling any punches. She may take them as basically her apprentices, but nothing else. Yeah, she's not gonna have fun. She's gonna just yeah, this is gonna be fun. A lot of fun, just getting to see how exactly this is gonna play out. But it also we know that we've seen Grimm in action, but at the same time we haven't seen her go all out yet. She is a bit of a weird canon, and I don't think that we're going to see her go all out for a while. But we just saw the other person, who I'm always forgetting what her name is, but the captain. We just saw her kick ass right before they're taking their test. She just put on some armor and then killed a giant thing, a giant manta ray. She just pew, flew out, punched it in the face, and it left. And that was her going easy on it. Now, obviously, I do not expect her to be wearing her armor for this fight, for this thing. But instead, she is going to be running around in her normal clothes. Yeah, this is not going to be fun. These kids are going to be screwed so badly. In fact, I'd be surprised if Velo, Melty, and Tilty even get out of this fight, like, and actually succeed. It's a weird situation, but the thing is that Velo is smart, and I actually think that he's going to team up with Melty, Tilty, and the two new bunkers that they had, and actually work together. I don't think that the two bunkers are actually going to make it out of this thing. Maybe the big guy, but I kind of doubt it. I think that instead, Velo is going to be smart about this. He's going to take them to specific hiding places. Places that he happened, because of the fact that he grew up in the hamlet, he's able to find very good places to hide. And he's a hunter, so he knows what it's like to be the prey. So he specifically starts thinking about prey that are really hard to hunt. Finds the one and goes with it, using these really hard these prey that are really hard to hunt, and using their techniques to a certain degree to hide himself and his friends, to get them out of the way and make sure that they just have to survive that little bit of time, that little short amount of time that they need to do so that they don't get caught. They just need to fight to get out of there. These people should not be fighting. They know, and Velo knows. He's seen these two people in action. He knows that if he chooses to fight them instead of run, he will not escape. He will not win. To a certain degree, it is very similar to the Deku and Bakugo fight versus All Might. And I think that Velo is going to actually be a bit like Deku, but he's going to be smarter. Unlike Deku, who just instinctually thinks, "Oh, there's no way we can beat All Might." Velo is going to be thinking, "Okay, how do we make sure that we get around them? We just need to make sure. Oh, right, Grim has a time limit. Figure out exactly when she detransforms. Oh, wait, we already know. We just have to avoid her until that point. Once she is... And we happen to know exactly when she transformed. Or we should know about how long it's been since she transformed. As long as we avoid her until that point, we're safe. So long as we just keep avoiding the other one, we are also safe. The fact is that Grim is pretty dang weak in her child form. So, they just have to avoid her. They just have to avoid both of them. But they only have to avoid one of them for a little bit longer. So, once... And actually, Grim is going to be their timer to make sure that they are on track of things. I think they're actually going to be rather close. Staying close to Grim, but just out of sight, and just out of sensing area, that Grim doesn't realize they're there, but they're using her to time things, to make sure that as soon as she transforms back, they know they just have to avoid one more person for a little bit longer, and then they are in the home stretch. I don't know, but it's definitely a possibility, because the fact is that Grim transformed basically right before the Manta Ray incident. So, as long as they avoid her until then, they're good. So, it's definitely a possibility that it will work. I don't know. That's just my theory. I can't wait to see the episode, and I am running out of time. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video and are ready for the next chapter. Hope if you enjoyed the video, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and ring the notification bell. And of course, if you if you have any thoughts or theories, please make sure to leave them down in the comments below, and make sure to say theory review if you have any theories, and you leave them down there. Of course, if you don't want to support the channel even more, then definitely head down to the description and check out all of our links down there, including our social medias, our other channels, and ways you can support us financially, including the merch store, the book, and of course our Patreon, which is a big thank you to our current patron, Sheeny. And make sure to also check out the Spotify link, which is also down there, because we have songs now. But anyways, guys, I've been Electro Ninja, and I'll see you guys next time. But on!